Everyone has a story worth the telling. The butcher and the baker and the thief. Histories and mysteries and memories and dreams. What you see on the surface isn't always what it seems. Memories that linger. Sometimes they're benign. Everyone has a story. This is one of mine. I'm 2.5, and I'm lying on my back in a strange crib, in a strange room, in a strange place. And I feel really hot. And when I try to sit up, I can't. And I'm scared because I don't understand what's going on. Where are my mommy and daddy? What is this place? And why am I here? Did I do something wrong? Am I being punished? I don't know how much time later, but Mommy and Daddy come to pick me up because I'm feeling much better. They're gonna take me home now, and I'm overjoyed. And we go back to our apartment in Chicago, where I live with my mommy and my daddy and my grandma and my grandpa and my daddy's younger sister, Joni. She's 18, and she's all packed to go to a place called college, but she promises she's gonna come back often and play with me. And we get back to the apartment, and Grandma and Grandpa are there, but not Joni. And Grandma and Grandpa are very serious, and I say, "Where's Joni?" And no one can seem to give me an answer that I can understand. They say words like polio and iron lung. A few days later, I wake up and everyone is crying. And Mommy says, Joni died and she went to a place called heaven. And I say, well, why didn't she say goodbye before she left? And Mommy says, well, Diane, I don't think she knew she was leaving. And I say, well, when is she coming back? And Mommy says, well, that's the thing, Diane. She isn't coming back. And that's why we're all so sad. But I'm not sad. I'm mad. Because I think it was really mean that Joni would leave like that. And I say, if I ever get to see her again, I'm going to tell her, I hate you, Joni. And suddenly, the room becomes very quiet. And Grandma runs out crying. And I'm sent to stay with the neighbors who live across the hall. Why, I wonder? Did I do something really wrong? I guess maybe it was wrong to be mad at Joni. I think I must be a really bad girl. And when they bring me back to the apartment, things are a little better. Besides Grandma, not everyone else is crying all the time. And Mommy says to me, Joni was very sick. And so God came and took her to heaven, which is a very nice place. And I say, I'm really sorry I got mad at Joni. The thing is, I just really miss her. We all do, Mommy says. Well, so let's all go to heaven and visit Joni. But nobody else seems to think that that's a very good idea. And I would be scared to go by myself. I do wonder about this God person, though. I mean, if he could just come and take Joni like that, could he do the same thing to me and to my mommy, to my daddy? I don't feel very safe. I'm 5 now, and one night I have a dream. And in the dream, Mommy is lying on a metal table on her back, and she's slit down the middle from her head to her toe, like the hot dogs that she sometimes grills. And flames are shooting out from inside her body. The next day, I will not let her out of my sight. And she has to interview somebody to be a housekeeper. And I sit on her lap and I run my hand up and down her cheek and up and down her arm, because I have to make sure that she isn't on fire. Because you see, I have learned something from Joni dying. I have learned that somebody that you love and depend on can disappear from one moment to the next. And when I was 2.5, I didn't know that there was such a thing as dying. And it came as a big shock. But now, I do know. So I know that I have to be on my guard all the time. But I come with an idea for how to deal with my worries. And it has to do with this God person. Because I remember from when Joni died, people would say, she's with God now, or God is watching over her. So I figure this God guy has got to be the big boss. And it would be really a good thing if I could get him on my side. God, it's Diane. I promise you that I will be so good. You will not even believe how good I will be. And in return, God, will you take care of me and my family? Will you please? For extra insurance, I start saying nightly prayers. Dear God, please protect me and my mommy and daddy and grandma and grandpa and everyone in our family from anything bad ever happening to us. Please don't let us die or get run over by a car or have a heart attack or have an appendicitis attack or get eaten by a shark. The prayer goes on for a very long time. I can't afford to leave anything out. And I do feel better. But there's this one thing that I know. And that is, I will die when I'm 18. And that is only fair. Because after all, Joni died when she was 18. So why should I live any longer than she did? Especially because I'm pretty sure in some way that I don't entirely understand that it's my fault that she died. But when I'm 5, turning 18 seems like a really long time away. So I don't think about this death thing that much. It's just kind of in the back of my mind, lurking. So now I'm 8, I'm 10, I'm 12. We don't live with my grandparents anymore, and that is a good thing. Because when I see my grandmother, she always criticizes me. My hair, my clothes, my friends. I know that she does not like me. She blames me for Joni's death. And I do too. But I still try to be very good all the time. And I still say my nightly prayers. Now I'm 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. I turn 18. This is it. The last year. Like Joni, I apply to college, and like Joni, I get accepted, and like Joni, I even pack. But then, not like Joni, I get to go to college. And in the middle of my freshman year, I turn 19. 19! flabbergasted. It's this huge burden that's been lifted. But I'm also very confused because obviously I got it wrong all these years. Was I so good all these years for nothing? I decide to do a few things that my family might not approve of. I smoke pot. I have sex with my new boyfriend from Haverford. Nothing bad happens. I stopped saying my nightly prayers. I think to myself, I guess I don't need God anymore. And wonder of wonders, almost overnight, I become an atheist. Everyone has a story worth the hearing, although it may be hidden deep within. Search your mind, and you will find the tale you need to tell. After you have chosen, we will listen very well. Savor the connection. Open all the doors. I've told you a story. Won't you tell me yours?